Previously, a group of you have had a series of interesting teleportations, shall we say. After arriving at Hollow, after a small mishap, minor mishap, you all successfully cured yourselves of the lingering malaise that had been fixed to you by your jaunt through the negative ethereal when you were burglaring the vaults of the Devil's Buccaneers, specifically of Lady C. You learned of a great many things whilst within Hollow, most notably that of a particularly fluffy hatchling and of a trouble-making hallucinogenic mushroom drug dealing approximately 3-year-old or two or 3-year-old hatchling. Not really hatchling anymore. That is the daughter of Teng. You also learned that Grottle has passed through a few 10-day past, and having sent a message, learned of their location in the mountains virtually east of you. A series of polymorph spells the following day, along with Wild Shape, allowed the group of you to traverse the nearly 12 to 13 leagues over the course of those days, or over the course of that day, arriving at Grottle's camp on the mountainside, and learned of the job that they've been on. A mysterious flying creature, bathed in flame, has been spotted here and there in this region. Very clearly seems to be some degree of unnatural. Grottle had returned thinking maybe to use the tools within a voice's lair that had been left behind to maybe try to find some way to attack this flying monstrosity, and found that the bones of a voice themselves have been missing. Too large to move by any mortal means. They saw fit to continue to just try to track it as best to their ability. Being on foot and tracking something that flies from mountain to mountain, though, is a daunting task. Sisyphean, really. They discussed with you the intention of trying to maybe attack it from the sky, use Earthbind and pin it to the ground. You weren't quite sure about how to do this. They've never seen it land. So you saw fit to sort of travel north, and the areas that they had spotted and the other sightings have been recorded to try to put some stuff together in your heads. During this travel northwards, you attracted the attention of two very large birds known as rocks. Unfortunately, the creatures were not quite recognized in ample amounts of time, and left you with a few precious moments to make split decisions. Scythe had dove underneath the snow, immediately trying to hide herself like a mole hiding from a hawk. Dunnan, thinking quickly, coming up with the idea literally off the top of his head, decided to voice his intentions to teleport everybody out of there, seeing that this was not a fight that was likely to be won, as these two 50-foot wide wingspans were plunging towards the group of you. Seconds away, Aeolus dove his hand, pulling up the kicking and screaming scythe, and Denon whisked the party and Grottle, who had grabbed his arm, just to make sure, to be safe, off to Urcrypt, a well-known destination this time, not failing his teleportation roll. Panicked, unsure of what to do, he decided it's possible that this flying bird, with its, the flaming bird, pardon me, with its pattern is cordoning off the northern peninsula, north of Hollow, a peninsula that is home to the Henge in this region. And you went through the Henge to Hollow from Urcrypt and arrived to a hilltop that had once been covered in trees and meadows and plants in spring, of course, and found it to be nothing but churned earth and frozen permafrost that has been torn up, scorched, and broken hundreds of feet in every direction, such that the Henge itself stands in the central of a barren hill. Group of you set up a bait tent near enough to the Henge, just in case this thing is actually playing defense around this structure. And then set up a secondary tent, the bivouac that Grottle carries, a few dozen paces away. You settled in for a cold night, as Siegfried had learned that a storm was rolling in through his use of druidcraft. Set patrols and watches, and the storm approached. Partway during the night, as the snow's coming down and visibility has been reduced to a minimum, Aeolus was currently on patrol when he saw a glowing light on the horizon. Sun starting to rise. It's tough to tell in this environment. Then it got brighter and brighter, much more quickly than the stars in the sky would. And crashing into the bait tent that has been set up is a massive flaming beast tearing asunder. Aeolus tried to draw its attention, to shout and scream, as it saw that this tent was unoccupied. There was no screaming or yelling. It was just broken. It glanced around, noting Aeolus, and then seeing the large structure of the bivouac a few dozen paces away, and opening its maw, bathed it in this irradiating gold light, matching the golden flames that are a part of its form. Aeolus, close enough at this point to be able to see the creature and see the forms silhouetted within it, notice this is bones. There's missing teeth. A spine on its head is missing. One of the claws has been chipped off. This appears to be the animated bones of a voice by some power seeking to use it as a medium to express strength. This is where we're picking up, with you all in initiative. Let's get you to a map.
You don't have to be so perky about it.
Oh, I do, though.
Oh, fine.
All right. Scythe, Oh, sorry, pardon me. Five, you are top of initiative. Everyone except Aeolus is within the bivouac. Everyone has already taken damage for the breath weapon, as it has applied to you. Everyone within the bivouac, you have to spend half of your movement this round escaping from the collapsed bivouac. You're effectively prone. Not technically prone, but effectively prone because you're sort of trapped halfway in within the broken bits of leather and cloth and sticks and fibers and everything. What'll it be, Sav?
Is there a particular entrance exit I gotta use?
No, it's torn to shreds.
All right.
You can well and truly get out of it in any direction you want. It's just half your movement.
All right. I'm gonna run. Or Sive is definitely. So I've got half my movement, so 20 feet. I'm moving away. That's. I think. Sorry, I'm trying to measure the. There we go. That seems like a reasonable spot. Thank you. Yeah, I'm heading over there. And then I'm gonna give this a shot. I'm gonna try distract. I'm gonna use 3 rune points on distracting. Oh no, on supplanted will actually. On the glowing, flaming dragon skeleton thing.
Certainly. That's a creature within 30 feet of you. You are not within 30 feet of it.
Never mind.
And you can switch your sheet off Whisper. You don't need to be on Whisper.
Oh, I was editing stuff and I think I had
you can always do put any character inside the brackets to use the image link also. Just put a period there. It'll work.
Okay. Then damn. Never mind on that. I'm just my character. She's gonna try and hide then. Behind and be missed. Yeah, that's about it. That's her next. That's it for her. Can I roll for stealth or something? I don't know. How lit is it at this point? How bright is this?
Your vision is extremely limited here.
Right.
You can sort of see the creature where it is. Right now, it is effectively half cover from you. It is dark. It is maybe 2 hours before dawn at this point. The bigger issue is the raging storm that is going on around you. So you're getting this sort of headlights through like a snowstorm effect where you can only see so far before the snow obscures part of your vision as it's coming down. It's virtually almost blowing sideways. But that is a bigger obstruction to your vision, or as big an obstruction as darkness.
All right, I guess Sive's gonna drop down into a crouch, make herself as small as possible, and try and figure out what's going on because she was very pleasantly sleeping moments ago, and then suddenly flaming Bizback collapse.
Wonderful.
So.
The creature is going to use a legendary action and wing attack and move half its speed. That brings us to Grottle. There's a crunchy little Aeolus down there. Grottle will spend half their movement, 15 feet. Will spend their bonus action to use Always Ready and conjure their Crag Hammer and their armor onto their form out of a pocket dimension. And will action dash. And that is Groddle's turn as we come around to Siegfried.
Okay. One moment. So 15 feet to get out to here? Like there?
Yeah, you have 15 feet from where you have half your movement from where your token is, because half of your movement is getting out of the space. Yep.
Okay.
Or
And then
disentangling yourself. That's the word I was looking for the last 3 minutes.
15 feet, I think, gets me about here, so that's my movement. How far away am I? 120 feet. When we got hit with a breath weapon not too long ago, right?
Literally 12 seconds ago.
Did we figure out what type of damage it was? Was it like fire
Radiant.
or was it radiant? Okay. Yeah. So.
Thank you for reminding me for recharge.
Yeah. What do I got?
Wonderful.
I am. Shit. I don't know what to do. Because don't think doing radiant damage to it is gonna help. I am. I'm just gonna dash. Oh, that was a line. Didn't mean to do that. So I can get right about there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right about there. And I am shit. I don't have anything.
Alright.
Trying to see if I can do anything with a bonus action that might help. I'm just gonna go into Guardian of Nature with a bonus action in the tree form.
Okay, that's a bonus action. Wonderful.
Yep. That is my
Alright.
turn.
Tree form. That gives you
Yeah, I can ping this
10
out,
per hit
sorry.
points, con save. Yep, no, you got it. I'm reading it.
Okay.
Wisdom, advantage on attacks, and the area on the ground is 15 feet within 15 feet is difficult. Wonderful.
I'll just mark it with a green dot, and I'll do the aura.
Lovely notes there, Sive. All right. End of your turn. The dragon is going to use another legendary action. Aeolus, make me a strength saving throw against ghostly binding.
Ooh.
Aeolus, you see golden flames lick up around your ankles and coil around your wrists and elbows, locking your joints in place. You are restrained until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
Brings us to Jaya. Welcome back, Jaya.
Okay.
We missed you.
Hello. I see that you guys have been busy without me.
Right.
So Shaya's gonna Shaya's gonna roll out of the tent, and bonus action blade song. And then I'm gonna conjure a giant spectral hand to punch this thing in the back of the head.
Right. Is this an arcane hand? His hand?
It's Bigby's hand, yeah.
Let me get you a hand. And then what is your hit points? Your max hit points?
100. Max 112.
Alright, there's handy for you. You can control it.
Punch. Actually, is there well, yeah, we'll stay there for now. I think I'm just like here. A melee spell attack. So I'd just be with my mace, right?
Melee spell attack. Your mace uses your intelligence modifier. So yeah, you can just make a mace attack. Actually your mace has yeah. Oh yeah, yep, you're good. There's no enhancement bonus inherent on the mace. It's a extra thing. Yeah, 13 does not hit. I'm sorry.
That's what I figured. That's okay. I think I only get one, so yep, that's it.
Okay. That'll bring us to the creature, which may or may not recharge. It is going to shift its wings. It doesn't flap so much as you see the flames around its form sort of push it in one direction or another as it is shifting towards the restrained Aeolus. Who's currently about to get rended. That is 3 rend attacks on you, Aeolus.
Alrighty.
They all have advantage because you are restrained. First one is
19.
wonderful. First one's a 32. Second one is a 33. Third one is a crit.
Hey,
Do you have anything that reduces damage?
I have absorb elements. That is it.
You can't choose radiant for that. So it is 19 points for the first one. That's 13 slashing, 6 radiant. 26 for the second. That's 18 and 8. 19, 26, and then the crit is not a great crit roll. 29 plus 18. 47.
Still up.
Still up? Oh, wow.
Yep.
All right, wonderful. I also need you to make me a wisdom saving throw against its sapping presence as you feel this clawing sensation at your mind. Until the dragon's next turn, your speed is halved and you have a disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Okay.
It'll then spend the rest of its movement, seeing as you are held in place. It does not care that much. And it's going to move there and bring us around to Dunnan with Aeolus on deck. You're no longer restrained now at Aeolus, by the way.
Is it considered difficult terrain?
No, this is not presently considered difficult. It's just escaping from the ruins of the bivouac, sort of disentangling yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna dash towards a voice. Are those rocks there on the map? No.
No.
I think
No, it's just-
no, they are not. No.
They're not there.
Okay. I will dash 40 feet, 80 feet over here. And bonus action. Do on myself.
Cool.
That is it for me.
All right. That brings us around to Aeolus with Halrast on deck. Denon, I'm going to give you control of Grottle Sheet also.
Okay.
So that way I don't have to manage the sheet.
Yeah.
Shift double click on the token and you can pull Grottle up.
Nope.
Thank
That's
you.
gone.
What were you concentrating on?
Expeditious retreat.
Okay. Not haste. That's fine. Yeah. No, yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So, Aeolus is going to pull Vergasiv out, and he is going to cast Cure Wounds on himself.
You were at 5.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
Good God. He's not going to chug the massive potion that Ten gave him?
As a bonus action?
So that's his action. His movement's halved. His movement's 45 feet at the moment. So 20.
20. Yeah, round down.
So Aeolus is just going to stalk forward. He's going to uncork the superior, and he's going to chug one of them.
No,
and
he's
throw
doing
it
both.
aside. Yeah.
Dramatic
And-
bitch.
Oh,
I was being real mad about Aeolus charging the monster.
And that is it.
All right. That brings us to Halrast with Teng on deck. 28 healing.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm almost back to full.
I can fix that.
Hell yeah,
Um,
let's go.
Lily's gonna her movement's 45, so she's gonna move and she's gonna get out. I guess getting out takes her to here. And then she's just gonna move as close as she can. So 1, 2, 3, about here.
Yeah, I believe you have another 15 feet after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because half your movement, right?
Yeah.
Or are you taking the dash action? You got out.
No, I'm not gonna take the dash action, so she'll just be as she's gonna come up here because she's gonna
That's where you can get to.
as a bonus, she's going to add her shine aura buff to Shade and Shine. And that's her turn.
All right.
Assessing the situation, determining whether or not she thinks Radiant or Necrotic will do best with this. Since it's already dead, Necrotic won't probably do much, so Shine it is.
Never know. Yep. All right. So Radiant it is. You still have an action. What would you like to do with the action?
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see. Let's try. Oh, come on. My computer's so freaking laggy. Nope. So lightning, I guess. Let's see here. What's my distance on that? I'm so sorry. My computer speaks falling like crazy.
Good.
Y'all can go get a cup of coffee or something while I think. 120 feet. Let's see here. How far is 120 feet? God, this place is so far away. Da, 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 da. Yeah, as close as possible. Call lightning to that bitch.
So that radius would get you a call lightning there.
Okay, let's and let's see. Oh shit, no. Kill that. Guiding bolt. Aeolus is still in the cone, and so is the
That's not an
hand.
area. That's not the area. That's the area that you
Oh, okay.
can drop lightning bolts.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Okay, call lightning then at that area, and it'll hit whatever we're calling this thing.
We'll
Level
grab
3.
a. There, that's the call lightning area.
Will that hit it?
So you can choose any spot within that area to put a lightning bolt down. So put
Right,
call lightning
yeah.
in chat. Yeah. Okay. So
I did.
when you cast the spell, and as an action on subsequent turns, you choose a point on the area. So that means a cross section, like a corner, and then each creature within 5 feet of that, so a 10 by 10 square, effectively, has to make the dex save. The circle that I just placed determines which apexes you're allowed to choose for the secondary, the lightning bolt of the spell.
Right. Okay. So if we put it there, and I call it, it will at least hit him, correct?
You can choose a. You choose
Sure.
like
And he's going to come.
you choose
he's
like
gonna
this
come
point
closer
here,
to us, probably.
and then you would hit all of these squares.
Okay. Now I would hit these squares here.
He doesn't get hit
Close to
multiple
him.
times, but yes. Okay.
Yes.
So it's a dex save.
There we go. Right. And there's even I need to roll my 3d10, correct?
Correct. 23 on the dex save. Takes half damage.
Wait. It's something.
All right.
Thank you for your patience, folks.
All good. I would like you to make an Arcana check for me.
Okay. Yeah.
No, never mind.
Never mind.
All right. Brings us around to Tang with Scythe on deck.
Tang is a little too far away from anything to be of much use right now, so Tang is going to drop Bless on Scythe, Jaya, and Helly, who are all within 30 feet.
Okay. The three of you mark Bless, please.
And then I'm going to move my 5, 10, 15 feet. And that's all I got, I think. Oh, bonus action, I'm gonna cast Magic Stone.
All right. And mark down concentration on Tang. And that brings us to Scythe. Top of the order.
Alright, Sav has rubbed the sand out of her eyes, I guess, at this point, and feels a little bit bad about running in the opposite direction of, combat. So she's gonna move a little bit closer to the sounds, I guess
You can see the creature's emitting light. Like you
Okay,
can make
light.
it out. It just has cover, not due to any actual thing being between you and it, but due to the amount of the storm.
Okay, cool. Wait a second. Yeah. And I don't think there's really anything much I can do at this. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's kind of.
You can dash
it.
as an action, and move again if you want to.
Yeah, I guess. Can I do that? I guess as well then.
Yeah.
Dash as an action, and I just double my movement.
So you already moved once, so you get to take your same movement speed again, effectively doubling it over the course of your turn.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna move here. Right.
All right,
And
that brings us to Grottle, controlled by Dunnan.
Yes, they are charging in.
Right. Their speed's 35. I don't think I updated their speed.
Okay, it's 35. Close to Yoda. That's it.
All right. Brings us to the end of Grottle's turn. Creature is going to use a wing attack and move. Here. And now it brings us to Siegfried. Talking, we can't hear you.
3, 4, 5, 6. How far away are you now? Going to keep moving with the dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I moved over here. Would I be 5 feet closer to Aeolus? Yep, cool, okay. I am going to use a bonus action to send just a level 2 healing word towards Aeolus.
Okay. And you said you dashed as your action, right?
Yep. Move, dash, healing word.
Nice. Good healing. 4, 4, 2, 1. Okay.
Yeah, that is my turn.
All right. End of your turn is going to do another legendary action and wing attack again. I'd like Grottle and Aeolus to both make dexterity saves, please. Aeolus is fine. Grottle is not. Grottle takes 15 points of bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. Aeolus, you take no damage.
This thing is flying over us?
It is shifting, yes.
Okay.
It isn't flying as you would expect a thing to fly, being a druid and being familiar with, especially after having your flying lessons with the hatchlings. This thing is barely moving its wings of flame. It is not flapping. It is making that particular part of its form superheated, and it's sort of using that heat to lift and shift itself as it goes.
So is it within melee range of me right now, or is it?
It is. That's at the end of your turn.
Okay. Cool.
It is. It lands next to you. It absolutely.
Yeah, because if it lands, I think it comes under the effect of the difficult terrain. But yeah,
yep,
when that's
fine. Cool. Yeah. It's not walking anywhere. All right. That brings us to Jaya with the dragon on deck.
It's. I feel like I've heard it a few times. It is a construct.
You are not sure. It looks to be an amalgamation of bones and some type of magic of which you are not sure. It could be a
So I was gonna
construct. It
cast
could be
Shatter on
undead.
it. So that, I mean, I guess I don't see how you roll anyway. So
Make me an Arcana check. Not sure. Sort of, you imagine it's somewhere bridging that line. It could be an undead. It could be like because of the bones that you can see at this point, or it could be a construct.
well, like I said, I would get to see how you roll anyway. So I'm gonna cast Shatter on it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna upcast that. I think to a 3rd level. So it needs to make a con save.
You got it. That is a 23. It does take half damage though, which is 18 reduced to 9. I'd like you to make me a perception check.
Apparently that's my lucky number today, 13.
13. Okay. Never mind then. And then it's a bonus action to move and attack with a hand, right?
Yep.
Go for it.
Mm-hmm. Is 19 hit?
Oh, there you go, Tang. 19 barely hits.
Well,
13 points of damage.
no, that's for the mace.
Oh, that's the mace. Oh, yep.
Yeah, so it takes 5d8 force damage.
Sure, go for 5d8. Yeah. If,
25.
If it ever
Okay.
comes up, am I able to wield the hand, or do I have to wield Jaya?
It's Jaya. Jaya is the one that's
Okay.
making the attack with the hand.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anything else, Jaya?
Nope, that's it.
All right. It is going to use its last legendary action at the end of your turn to rend the hand. Claws. That is a 35 to hit the hand. The hand takes 29 points of damage.
Okay.
Here, let's roll for recharge. All right. I need to make an intelligence check for this. Siegfried, having this brief up-close vision, you see it sort of shift and rotate itself over the ground using this like heat-based levitation that it's got going. Right. Here. Yeah, right there.
It's gonna hit Heli. Shit. And maybe Tang?
Siegfried, I'd like you to make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Very good. Okay. It opens its maw and you hear a voice. Not a voice. A voice. Speaking. But it sounds like it's ringing through the creature, not from the creature.
You all are going to die for defiling my space.
And I would like... Siegfried, Dunnan, Heli, Tang, Jaya to all make dexterity saving throws, please.
I'm gonna use a point of luck.
Absolutely.
Point of luck.
Definitely.
Ellie's
I
fucked.
use my reaction for that.
Oh shit!
Oh, Jaya. Shieldmaster, okay.
Hopefully. Doesn't matter anyway.
All right. Siegfried, you said you used luck for this also, right?
Yep. And it's a dex save, correct?
Correct.
And I'm gonna use a reaction to wheel myself.
Okay. Ooh,
Nice.
6. All right. So, Helrest fails. Jaya succeeds. Teng fails. Dunnan fails. Siegfried, thanks to your wheel, succeeds. If you failed, you take 36 points of radiant damage. If you succeeded, half as much, 18.
Nice. So that's my 10 temp. And 8 carries through.
Your 10 temp was gone. Oh, you're from your thing, not
from
Dunnan's
my-
thing. Yep, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I caught it myself.
Cool.
All right, that brings us around to Dunnan.
Well, he's trying to catch up finally with that beast. So 40. How far away is it
Sorry,
now?
I have to make a con save. 1 second.
Oh, for concentration.
Yeah.
DC's 18.
Then I'll
Oh, sorry, your DC was less than that. You were fine. Yeah.
miss the step over here. Over here.
Nice save, Tang.
Because that leaves my action. Can I use a dodge action? Or no, I'm gonna use my action to get its attention, like bashing with the hammer against the shield, throwing some insults.
Okay. You can absolutely make a intimidation check for me.
Oh, come on. Rolling hot. Yeah, well.
It's
That's
not
it.
that you are not an intimidating individual. It's that this thing seems so alien to you that you're not even sure if it understands the concept of being intimidated.
Well, it was worth a try. That's it for me.
All right. They'll bring us to Aeolus with Heli on deck.
Bonus action, I'm going to activate my Cold Crimson Right. I'm going to run up to the creature and attempt to hit it with Vergasive. Do I have flanking with Siegfried?
Yes. 16 misses. 23 hits. That is 16 points of damage.
And then I'm going to
Make me a perception check.
brand it, hopefully.
That's the tracking brand, right?
Yes.
All right. Does seem to take normal damage from cold, for reference. I'm also kicking everyone else down to whisper for a moment so I can say something. Aeolus, you notice as you impact this, it doesn't seem to take quite all of the damage that you dealt. It seems, with a perception check like that, The thing that seems the most akin to it that you've seen is when Quarren takes damage. There seems to be a base threshold that you must exceed to do anything to this thing.
Okay.
You did deal damage. 28, I'll tell you mechanically, but not to be shared mechanically to the rest of the party, but so you understand. You, at any damage this thing takes, is reduced by 10. It seems very similar to like how Quarren takes damage, or how Helaras was able to specifically make sure blows were hitting her heavy armor and stuff like that when she was wearing more substantial armor. It is very familiar to you seeing this up close. This thing knows how to reduce damage to it. All damage to it.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to bring everyone back up.
Yep.
All right, so Aeolus, you notice this. Anything else for your turn?
Aeolus is going to try to clock who's around him to see
easy. This thing is shedding light. It's easy enough to see who's nearby. And you know Siegfried's there. You saw Dunnan rush up. You see Grotto on the ground off to the side. This is Brand of Castigation, right? I'll put an archery chart. Oh my god. It's the problem with big tokens.
Aeolus will just shout that this is a tough one. Where's Helly?
Over here by the tent, still.
All right.
And that's his turn.
Wonderful. End of your turn, it's going to rend you.
No. Shit.
25 to hit.
Ow.
21 points total. Brings us around to Helarast.
Okay, Helly's gonna move her 45 feet. That's gonna be over here by the hand.
Struggle of big maps.
Yeah, I know, Jesus.
Great. Wouldn't it be great if you had like a longbow archer in your party right now? Be able to attack the whole map without moving.
Oh god, that'd be great. Where's Lend when you need him?
That'd be great in this fight.
Yeah, it would be. And then, let's see. I'm trying to figure out how far can I throw Shade and Shine?
It is not a thrown weapon. Actually, they're hand axes, right?
They're hand axes, yes. I can throw them.
They are, I want to say 10-30, I believe is hand axe range. You noted, it is within one of the apexes if you're Call Lightning, if you wish to do Call Lightning instead.
Well, hell yeah.
Because you can choose...
until I get close enough.
I think you can just...
You don't need to get close enough.
Yeah.
You can choose this cross right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then it hits everything within 5 feet of that, which is the creature.
There we go. There's our 3d10.
It needed to be there to be able to get everyone in a cone.
So there's 10 points.
Okay.
Whether or not it...
It fails the dex save.
Sweet.
I'd like you to make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Takes 10 damage. 2060. Thank you.
Still nothing. She's too stupid.
Okay. Not sure, Helarast. All right. Aeolus, you see what you've recognized at this point. That brings us... anything else for your turn, Helarast?
Nope.
All right. That brings us to Teng with Scythe on deck.
Teng's gonna fly her little butt.
You should fly all of you, not just your butt.
I'm sorry. Just the butt, that's all you get.
We'll leave that comment alone.
Okay. And then I have 5, Jaya, Ellie, Dunnan. There's gotta be a better spot. I was here.
Yeah, I think so.
I move. Here. Is my 35 feet. Siegfried's now in 60 feet. Okay, great. I'm gonna use mass healing word
Okay.
as my bonus action. So everybody, Jaya, Sive, Heli, Dunnan, Siegfried, I'll get 17 points of healing.
Thank you.
Sweet,
Mhm.
thank you.
Very good.
And then I get 5 more
Very much,
because
man.
of my healing magic. My 6th person is me, also hitting me with it. That's a bonus action. Right? Yeah, that's a bonus action, so I still have my normal action.
Mhm.
Fortunately, all my channel divinity stuff has a range of 30.
Yeah. Can't have all of the cool things.
So that's all I got. I don't think I have anything else I can do for a bonus action.
No, you used a bonus action. You have an action.
Oh,
So you
I have
could
an actual
dash, disengage, hide, cast a cantrip.
I think my cantrips are also all ranged at.
Sacred Flame is 60 feet. I think Toll
I
the
know.
Dead is 60 feet. Oh,
Yeah, but the dragon
it's 65 feet away from you.
65 feet away, which is the problem. There was no way for me to get close enough to get to the thing.
Oh.
I mean, you can also just dash further
Yeah.
if you don't have it. Yeah.
You could decone yourself.
Get under the cover of the lightning.
I'm loving this shape that we have going on right now. This is a good shape. I like this shape.
I'm gonna scoot my boot over here for my 35 dash movement.
Okay, sounds good. End of your turn, it is going to do a rend attack as a legendary action on Siegfried. Siegfried, dirty 30.
That hits.
That is a 19 points total.
And I have to make another con save.
You don't resist radiant at the moment, do you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't believe I have any kind of ability.
Okay, I wasn't sure, but I figured like the Star Druid would be of all of you who might have something to resist radiant. I figured it might be you, but
I don't think I do, unless
Gotcha.
I miss something.
Good.
Let me make a con save.
19 DC's half that. Oh, that's 10. Yep, you're good. All right, Sive, around to you with Grottle on deck.
Tang has moved exactly where I was going to for my 60-foot range. So
I mean, you have fly. You can. Yeah, Tang, are you in the air?
Both of them are in the air, I think. So you guys can do some vertical.
I'm on the ground right now. I do not have height marked. I am sheltered in the snow, trying to use my white feathers to blend in with it to maybe not be quite so obvious. So you can absolutely fly above my head.
Oh no, it's more so just that I was trying not to stay in the cone shape, and I feel like we're just gonna continue this. We're just really into I like cones today, because I don't think I think that's still my only option for range, just because this is a little tight. So we're just gonna go with it, I guess. Because I want to try out. Gonna move there, and that puts me within Yeah, that's within 60 foot of the thingy. So I'm gonna try a phantasmal foes for 3 rune points. Sorry, one sec.
All right.
On it. Oh wow, I need to retype that description. Sorry.
Yeah, when you copy and paste out of a PDF, it
Yeah.
usually does that.
Yeah, just the formatting of that one.
Oh,
But
good.
yeah, so I'm gonna see how that goes.
It's an intelligence saving throw, right? And it's 1d8 psychic per point spent. Oh.
Yeah, just for every time.
Oh, it can. It's a. All right. So mark concentration for yourself. Intelligence save.
Fine.
Concentrate. During this time, can't take reactions. Takes 1d8 psychic. So 3d8 at the start of each of its turns. Repeats the save at the end of each of its turns. Yeah. It fails. That's a 10.
Sorry, where's the concentration? How do I mark concentration?
If you click on your token, the little circle at the bottom next to the gear, open that up. It's the little stopwatch. Second row of black and white symbols, second from the right.
Awesome, thank you. Awesome, okay.
It's more of just like a visual reminder also for me that like you are currently focusing on something. Or
Okay, so that worked?
Yeah, it failed.
Nice. And it took... Oh, well, it's not the start of the turn, so won't know yet.
Yeah, it'll be the start of the turn. You still get the guaranteed damage, but it happens at the start of the turn.
Cool. So that's my action, and then I still have a bonus action, right? So I guess... Can I... attack with my throwing dagger? Is that right? Yeah, 60 is the... Because I think that's the 30-60 split on range, so that's a disadvantage attack?
You did not take the attack action.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Cast a rune.
Yep. Yeah. I think that's going to be... I'm going to crouch and try and hide with my bonus action.
All right, that is something you can do. Yes. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. As we try to burrow into the dirt and snow. That looks like a crit. There we go. All right. That'll bring us around to Grottle with Siegfried on deck. Sive, mark yourself prone for me, since you are going down to ground level to try to make yourself vanish into the relatively flat terrain. What'll be, Grottle?
Grottle grunts a little bit and gets up, so half his movement. And do I read that right with disengage that you can use dash as a bonus action?
Grottle? I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so then he will dash up.
Yep, dash, disengage, or hide for Grottle as bonus.
Yeah, and then attack 3 times with the crack hammer.
All right, the creature does not have all of its hit points.
So it's with advantage.
Yep.
Can I mark that on that sheet or somewhere?
I believe I have Grottle's sheet to always roll advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, it says always.
Yeah, I just rolled. Yeah, I just rolled.
All right.
So 19.
19 barely hits for 23 points of damage.
Second. 20.
20 hits for 19.
28.
28. Oh, not 28 damage. 19 points.
Yeah, hit. Yeah, 19 points.
Okay.
That's Grottle's turn.
It's taking the hits. It turns to see this half-orc assailing it, and is going to use its third and final legendary action for the round to use Booming Scales. I need Grottle, Siegfried, and Aeolus to all make Constitution saving throws. As the energy that it's been using to shift and move itself, instead of lifting itself this cycle, it just explodes all of this energy outwards, bathing each of you in it. Not very far, but... Grottle fails, Aeolus succeeds. Oh, double ones. And Siegfried succeeds. So Siegfried and Aeolus take half damage. Grottle takes full damage. Why didn't that roll it? Okay, there we go. 24 points to Grottle and 12 to the two of you.
Oh.
That is the end of Grottle's turn now.
Yes.
All right, that brings us to Siegfried with Jaya on deck. And Sive, I did add Phantasmal Foes into the initiative order, so you can track and remember it.
Oh, sorry, I'm muted. Am I still in with the melee range over here?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that's my movement. Actually, I'm gonna move right there.
That's not our fireball radius.
I'm going to primal savagery them at advantage. Oh, I have to do another con save because of the.
Yeah, because of the 12 damage. Yeah, DC's 10, so.
Yeah.
I think you only fail if you get a 1. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. Or a 2.
A 2. Oh, yeah,
No,
because you have the
yeah.
exhaustion point. Yep.
Yeah. So primal savagery coming in at advantage.
Oh, yeah, Grottle has a point of exhaustion also. That 19 wouldn't hit.
Hopefully 27 hits. 16 points of acid damage.
That it does. I'd like you to make me a perception check.
Here that comes.
Wonderful. Siegfried, I'm keeping you around. Everyone else is going down to Whisper. You notice what Aeolus has now noticed, who is also still here because he already knows. This thing seems to reduce all damage that it takes. Similar to how Corbin just doesn't take certain degrees of damage. How Hellerast and Dunnan can reduce damage through the use of Heavy Armor Master, making sure hits are caught on their plates of armor and things like that. There is a minimum threshold that you must exceed that this reduces everything by. This is a tanky thing.
Did I succeed? Did I get over the threshold on this one, or did
You
not
did.
do
You
anything?
did deal damage.
Okay.
Yeah. You
Okay.
got the check because you're close enough. You hit it. You even if you didn't deal damage, you could learn this if you noticed it. But yeah.
But as far as I'm aware, the threshold is somewhere under 16.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right. That
Can
brings. Sorry, go ahead.
I have a bonus action still.
Sure.
I want to heal Aeolus, but I gotta go into Chalice form.
It's okay. I have plenty of healing potions on me.
Okay, I'm just gonna healing word myself then.
I've been stalked by my wonderful friends.
Yeah.
That's because they're tired of healing your ass.
I'm gonna
Heck,
I'm gonna shut down Discord for a sec.
Oh, good.
healing word myself at a 3rd level.
Okay.
So that is 20 points
20
of
points. Nice healing.
healing. And that is my turn.
All right. Brings us around to Jaya with the dragon itself on deck. Muted Jaya.
That's okay. I wasn't actually saying anything because I was trying to figure out what the hell I was going to do. Um. This 10-foot radius sphere would kind of fuck up my friends who are in there, right?
10-foot radius sphere. That.
Okay, so I can place it. I can shatter right on the
Yeah.
thing again.
Yeah.
Do that.
Staying way back there, you're getting closer.
I mean, I'm gonna move possibly like diagonally, so maybe it's what I have 40 right now. Hmm. Yeah, so we can get like right there. And then hit it with a shatter. I'll upcast that as well.
On save. Uh, 26 points of damage. It fails with an 8. Yeah, it's taking some damage.
And then I'm gonna punch it once again.
Go for it.
25 to hit.
Yep, go ahead and give me 5d10. Make me a perception check, please. 17. Okay. At this point, everyone is close enough to this. And you just had 2 good hits, even at range. What Aeolus and Siegfried have previously learned. This creature reminds you of how Corin absorbs damage. Where it doesn't take anything for a certain threshold. Reminds you of how Hellerast and Dunnan know how to catch attacks on their armor. This thing is reducing every instance of damage you guys are dealing to it by a certain amount. And then it's taking everything in excess of that. This thing is extremely resistant. Not resistant like cutting damage in half. It's just reducing a certain number off the top, much like Heavy Armor Master does. You have exceeded the threshold. You did deal damage that turn. But small attacks do not seem to do anything to this thing. Anything else, Shia?
That's it.
All right. That brings us to Phantasmal Forces. Can I have a roll, please? Phantasmal Foes, pardon me. It's 3d8. You use 3 rune points, right?
You use 3 rune points.
Yep. 2 more in there, Sav.
It's for every the additional 1d8 is for every additional rune point I add to it, and I used 3, which is the base number. Phantasmal Force.
I understand.
Okay.
My mistake. Okay.
Not to self-nerf, but like...
Gotcha. I understand. I thought it was a 1d6 rune. I didn't realize it was a 3d6. Okay.
No, that's a 3+, yeah.
Gotcha. Understood. Okay. It seems to sort of shift its head slightly, but be otherwise unperturbed. Brings us to its turn. I mean, technically, it's all that turn. Let's roll for recharge. That's nice. All right. It is going to start with a multi-attack. One at Grottle. Rend, 22 to hit Grottle. One at
Yeah.
Siegfried. Siegfried, 19 to hit you.
Believe that's my AC. Let me double check.
Double check. And then one at Aeolus, which is a crit.
Yep,
On brand.
that is my AC.
All right.
That hits.
Grottle takes 18 points. Siegfried, you take 30. That concentration is a DC 15. Aeolus.
I'm
go
going
ahead.
to stones. I'm going to stones endurance.
Certainly. That will change your
Yeah.
your DC also.
Yeah, so here it goes. I just got to keep track of it. Stones endurance. There we go.
Aeolus, that's
So that-
55 to you.
Aeolus is down.
So 30 minus 11 is
19, and then your DC is 10. Aeolus, you don't need to make this save because you're fading in and out of consciousness. I need Grottle, Siegfried, and Dunnan to all make wisdom saving throws for sapping presence.
I'll use the shield to give myself advantage.
So concentration stays up. And here comes the wisdom save.
All right, so reaction gain advantage. Nice. Wow. Jeez. And then one for Grottle, please.
Yeah, coming up.
I was hoping we were going to be 3 for 3. All right. Grottle, Siegfried, and Dunnan. The three of you are immune to sapping presence for the next 24 hours. So you don't have to make those saves anymore. It is then going to use its movement and gain altitude.
It's gonna cone us straight down. God damn it.
It is 40 feet in the air. Oops, I did that wing wrong. 8. Yeah. That'll then bring us to Dunnan with Aeolus on deck.
I've been chasing this thing around the whole time.
Someone needs to cast Fly on you.
Don't I have a potion? Oh no, I drank that last time, right? Great. It just changes everything. I'm always behind. You know what? I'm gonna rush over to Aeolus and stabilize him with lay on hands. So you get 5 HP. And then I'll move closer to it. I don't know.
Dunnan
Dash over.
nursing you back to health.
Yeah, that's it. Because lay on hands is a bonus action now, so.
Yeah, that it is. I just imagine Dunnan's lay on hands is just sticking the nozzle of the booze hound into his mouth.
Yeah. Here, some life force in liquid form.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
like one of those Saint Bernards with like the rum around their necks.
He does CPR,
Yeah.
but it's not to get air into his lungs; it's to get rum into the belly.
Yeah.
Here to warm you up.
Yeah. All right.
That is it.
That brings us to Aeolus with Heli on deck.
Bonus actions, or no, sorry. I'm gonna stand,
Sure.
and then bonus action, consume
Wow.
the other superior healing potion.
33 points. There you go.
And then I am going to Aeolus is going to move closer to the creature. And then he's going to see that Dunnan is chasing it. And he's going to action dash up to Tanin. Just hold on a second. I can help.
Right. Well, we're chasing it around, or at least I am. So, got any way to help me with that?
I can cast fly when I'm able to.
Perfect.
All right. That'll bring us to Heli with Tang on deck.
Okay, so Aeolus is still kind of back. Okay.
Not dead
Ellie,
yet.
it's in range. Lightning.
It is above your cloud.
Is it above the cloud now? Okay. How
is,
far
yeah.
away is it though?
From you,
From me.
that far.
And it's also 40 feet in the air.
115.
That's
And
80,
40
yeah,
feet in
40
the
feet in the air. Yep.
Yep.
So she's gonna have to
But
run a little
I believe
bit
your cloud
further.
is 10 feet tall. The cylinder.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
she's
it's very
ignore
wide
that.
but flat. It's a pancake cloud,
Yes.
which
She's
does
gonna
not make
hit
sense for a
close-
thundercloud. Just
No, it does not. But it is what it is.
I used to know about all this stuff.
And just let's try guiding bolt because it's got the distance.
yeah, you got it.
Getting flashbacks to Earth science.
And we're going to go ahead and do that at a level 3.
Okay, wonderful. Oh, it just impacts part of this thing's wing, and it just sort of shifts, and the flame just opens and then recloses around it.
Well, shit. Okay.
Yeah. Rough
Not worth it.
on the 11 roll. All right.
Okay.
You still have a bonus available if you'd like to bring Corin forth, or do anything else.
Yeah, Cora, we'll do it. We'll go ahead and do that. I'm not sure since it's up in the air what she's going to really be able to do, but let's see here. We'll go ahead and pull her.
Never hurts for just if she wants to concentrate on a spell for you. And that
That's
brings
true.
us to Tang.
Tang is swearing under her breath. She's gonna hippity hop south 1, 5, 6, 7. Just the maximum she is capable of doing. And then here, so she gets Stunnin, Aeolus, and Grottle. And I'm not sure if I can heal handy, but if I can, I'm healing handy.
No.
I can't hit Siegfried and get done at the same time.
No, yeah, it's a 30-foot, right?
It's a 30-foot radius.
Yeah, no, that's the bet. Yeah, too far away for there.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
Don't worry
So-
about it. Don't worry about it.
But I'm gonna drop Mass Cure Wounds.
That's a big one. So this is Grottle, Aeolus, and
Aeolus.
Gun.
I'll get
Oh,
39.
jeez.
Damn. Wow.
Grottle is almost full to
I
there
can
too.
fight.
Yeah, she didn't roll. She rolled two ones, 1 3, and then everything else is above 5.
Well, my ones get re-rolled. That's why it
Oh
looks
yeah,
like
okay.
that. So they're grayed out because then they got re-rolled as a 7 and a 5.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I think your ones and twos get re-rolled. You just
Yeah,
didn't
my
roll
one-
any twos.
Yeah. Oh, do you want me to drop the spell description in chat?
No. I was trying to look at the dice and I accidentally clicked it. That was it. No worries.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Ooh, boy.
and then there's bonus healing on top of that because Disciple of Life. So there's a 5th level spell, so an additional 7 on top of it.
Mhm.
Which gets factored into that 39. So that's the 7, and then the Wisdom modifier is 5.
And then I get to heal 7 because of that.
Yeah, and then you heal yourself. Yep. Life points
Okay,
are great. They're
I
the
don't think
best.
that's a bonus action I am capable of doing.
Okay. It is
Unless-
going to spend a legendary action at the end of your turn. and crash into the ground next to Jaya.
Oh no!
Dive around to you.
I'm prone, right? Because I was hiding. So,
Correct, yeah.
It would take half my movement points to stand up. Can I?
I'll say you did it intentionally. So, what's your movement?
I've got 40.
40. I'll say it's gonna take you 15 feet. Give you 5 because it's not like you were knocked prone. Like you intentionally took this sort of crouched position. You could be ready to like spring back up. So it'll take you 15 feet instead of 20 feet.
Okay.
25 remaining.
All right. So I guess then I'm gonna dash because I am pretty far away now and move to. It puts me at 50. So.
A dash will get you to 65 max.
Oh, 65. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Okay. These rock things are not actually real.
Correct. They're not real. Right? They're just part of the map. Yeah. The map was good for everything that I needed it to be, except for the fact that it had weird plinths on it.
Okay, so I guess that puts me here, I think, right? Yeah.
And don't forget, you can always pick up your token and then right-click while holding the token, and it'll give you the measuring tool while you're holding your token, so you can just put it where you want it.
Did not know that. Appreciate that tip. Thank you. But yeah, I think that's actually all I can do anyway now, because the dash and but.
Anything with bonus? So you can dash as a bonus. You're a rogue.
Oh.
You have an action.
True. Oh, true.
And are you gaining altitude, or are you staying close to the ground?
So I guess if I dash, that gives me 6. What does that give me?
It gave you 65.
Jeez.
No. Sorry. If you dash again, you get another 40.
Okay, if I dash again, I get 40. Okay.
Yeah. Each dash is you get movement equal to your base speed.
Okay. So I'm gonna use that to go. Gonna dash again, I guess, on that and pop over here. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Big movement turn. That'll bring us to Garotl with Siegfried on deck. Done.
Yeah, sorry. It moved away again. Well, you guys run up, dash. Can I double dash with my action?
Yeah, Grottle can dash twice. Grottle can also dash, disengage, and hide as a bonus action.
Well, catched up to it. So you see them just speeding over.
All right.
That is it.
All right, that'll bring us to Siegfried with, at the end of Grottle's turn, pardon me. It is going to use Rend on Jaya. Jaya, 28 to hit you.
Yep.
That is 17 slashing and 9 radiant for 27 total.
Yeah.
Now it's Siegfried's turn.
Okay, so while it's not looking at me, I'm gonna get some heal spells up. I am going to cast a level 3 Aura of Vitality. That's not concentration, right? No, it is. Shit. Never mind. I'm still going to bonus action Chalice.
Okay. After we get through this round, we'll do a mid-session break.
Cool. No one needs healing on the right.
No, Tang just topped everybody up over there.
Yeah. I'm just getting Chalice preemptively. Don't want.
Ellie's a bit hurt. Jaya's hurt. Sive and Grottle are good. Tang's okay.
Yeah, I think Ellie's gonna be okay. At least we're around.
Yeah, Helly's at 80% of her.
Maybe I
Oh,
can
so
get
she's
to
good.
Jaya. I just used my bonus action, so that's not gonna help. I don't think I can get within 30 feet of Jaya. I can't do that. Whatever, we haven't hit a guiding bolt on it yet, have we?
You have not.
So let me try that. And I can do that with advantage right now. Because of my spell.
Yeah, it's a 120-foot range, right?
Yeah, I think
Oh.
I'm in within range.
Yeah, it is. It's 115 from you.
So I'm gonna launch, instead of from my star map, I am going to just launch it at a level 3.
Level 3 bolt? Sure.
Yeah.
Bold strategy, Kyle.
Yeah. Well, we have to try and get over the damage threshold. Actually, I'm just do at level 1. I want to save my spell slots. There you
Okay.
go.
So star map.
Yeah.
All right. So you have advantage. 28
Yep.
does hit, even with the half cover from the storm. Not providing that. It's only a +2 at that range. As you impact it with your 15 points of radiant damage, it seems to do absolutely nothing.
Yep.
It
that's
seems
what
to
I
be
figured.
immune to radiant damage.
Yep. That makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
And then I am going to move 30 feet to the right.
Okay.
So right
I only
there.
did try.
You did.
Yeah,
you
guiding
just
bolt,
missed.
and it-
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah.
So that is my turn.
That said, the other effect of Guiding Bolt of granting the advantage is not dependent on it taking damage, so I will rule that the other side of Guiding Bolt still works, so the next attack has advantage against it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
If likely Jai will take it, but it just didn't take any damage.
Yep.
Is that your turn?
Yep, that was everything I can do.
Right. End of your turn, it is going to do another legendary action and use Booming Scales. Sive, Jaya, and Grottle all need to make Constitution saving throws.
It's a 10-foot range?
It is a 10-foot range.
Oh.
Dunham was
Okay.
15 feet away last time.
A con save.
Con save. Oh. Jaya, you succeed. Glad you did. Oh, Sive. Okay. There is no rider on this. It's just straight damage. It is 40 points of damage to the failures of Grottle and Sive, and 20 to you, Jaya.
That was not the zap.
20.
Right.
And that maintains your
I'm actually-
concentration.
I might have clicked the wrong. I clicked my straight stat instead of the save section, and I have a 7 thing on.
Plus 7 instead of +3, so that you would have gotten a 16. It still fails.
Cool.
All good. Yeah.
So I lose concentration.
No. So now you roll for concentration. So now make another Constitution save to concentrate. So the first one is, how much damage do you take? So you're taking 40. So your
Cool.
DC is set. It's always for concentration minimum 10 or half the damage, whichever that you took, whichever is greater. So half of 40 would be 20. So you make another Constitution saving throw. The DC is 20 to maintain the effect. You do maintain the effect because you met or beat 20.
Cool. Thank you. Sorry.
Yep, no problem. All good. And now that brings us to Jaya.
Can I have advantage on this attack?
Yeah, it was guiding bolted. Your little effect, but just enough effect for you.
You would also have flanking with Grottle if he moved over here. That makes a difference.
Is Grotto close enough that I can do that?
Yeah,
Yep.
Grottle's close enough to flank. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So I will do that. And then I'm also going to expend a 4th level spell slot for my mace.
Okay, that's one bonus attack. Right? At a +1.
4 to spell slot level 4 to 6. Number of attacks is 2.
Oh, 2
Level of the
attacks.
spell
2 attacks
slot
at
is
+1.
3, so- yeah. So that's going to be 5 total. Is that right? Because I normally get 3. Or no, do I only get 2?
You normally get
I've
2, so it's
used it.
4 total.
Man, when you don't play for a while, guys, you really forget all of your shit.
Especially when you have complicated magical items. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so the
It's fine.
first two attacks are going to be your base level, so not the +1 enhancement. The second 2 attacks will have a +1 bonus on top of it.
Okay, but the first attack has advantage.
They're
Oh,
all
they all
at
have advantage, right? 'Cause
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Yep.
18 doesn't hit. 27 will.
Yep.
And then
27.
wow, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Okay,
All right.
consistency at least.
All
You
right.
have toggled, right?
Pardon?
Huh?
I'm technically blessed right now too.
Oh, and you're blessed.
Oh,
Yeah, so roll. So the D4 from blessed will turn the 18 into a hit.
Wait.
Actually, roll me a D4. You need a 2 because you have a point of exhaustion.
2d4. Got it.
1d4.
1d4?
1d4. 3.
3.
You're good. All right, so they all hit.
Sweet.
Right. That. You see it is buffeting off these attacks reasonably well. You gather you're getting past this threshold with each of these attacks, but it's like pulling teeth. Not that this has that many teeth. It takes extra damage because you have enhancement bonus on there. All right. That is your action. You still have a bonus and more movement available if you'd like to spend either of them.
I'm okay. Kind of standing in the way of, well, I might keep scooching around here. I don't want to take an attack of opportunity, but I also don't want to be in line with anybody else. Just for
Good plan.
But-
All right. That'll
and
then. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say if I should move the hand, but honestly, with this caginess of this guy, it doesn't really matter. I guess I could like put it in front of Helly to give her half cover.
Okay,
Just in
yeah. I
case.
think you can change it. Put the spell back in chat. I think you can change it to interposing, right?
Yeah, as a bonus action for sure.
I think it's
Yep.
interposing
That's-
is the one that gives cover.
Oh my god. Yes, it does. But all right, chat. There you go.
Half covers. Yeah. I'm just gonna put it on Helly. Helly, you have half cover. All right. Sive, go ahead and roll me your D8 for phantasmal foes. Very good. You do recognize though, Sive. It does not seem to exceed the threshold necessary.
Shocking.
Oh, I have to roll for recharge. Okay. Grottle and Jaya both get opportunity attacks as it moves.
Sure.
That's a crit? No. It's a 30 though. Jeez.
The 19, yeah.
Points. Yeah. Mace the void that hits. Okay. Jaya's movement saved her damage this round.
Oof.
It was a good call on the movement. Everyone except Jaya and Tang has to make a dexterity save. Including the hand.
I am using a luck point.
Hand succeeds. Hand takes 20. Jaya.
Wait.
Scythe succeeds. Scythe takes... Do you have evasion yet, Scythe, or no? You're not rogue.
Dude, I think oh no, that's a rogue 7 unless you're
Rogue 7. Okay.
Yeah.
You're not rogue 7 yet, are you?
No.
Oh, okay. Scythe, you succeed. You take 40 half to 20. Aeolus.
I do not have disadvantage. Sorry.
You do not have disadvantage. Okay, so you succeed then. You take 40 half to 20. Dunnan, you take 40. Siegfried, you take 40 half to 20.
I'm going to use my reaction to Stone's Endurance on top of that.
Wonderful. Hellerast, you have... Oh, interposing doesn't save a 4. I'm sorry. I was going to say you have cover. I'm going to give you a +2 to your save, but that doesn't change that. Heli, you take 40. I need to say another deck save from you for Corwin. Because 20 would... No, Corwin is destroyed.
Corwin's gone.
Yep,
Okay.
I just put her in the tent for now, so you can pull her back over if necessary.
Yeah.
All right. And then Siegfried, you had...
That was for my concentration.
Fantastic. Heli, I need a concentration DC 20. Dunnan, I need concentration DC 20.
Cool.
How do I do that?
It's a con save.
Oh, con save. Oh, okay. Nope.
You're blessed, though. Roll a d4.
I am blessed.
You're blessed and exhausted, technically.
I think 31 is good.
You
Nice, that was
barely
about-
maintain concentration. Yeah, I think 31 is pretty darn good done. Jeez.
Yeah.
Must be nice. And then Scythe, you were concentrating. I need a concentration check from you. Con save. Your phantasmal foes drops. It gets its reactions back, which it was losing its reactions while that was going on, even if it wasn't taking damage. All right, that's its turn. Round of Dunnan.
Yeah, I have a question. Can I, since Aeolus and me have the same initiative, can I wait after his turn or
Sure.
hold my action? Yeah, so Sui goes first.
Alrighty. Then in that case, I'm going to haste him. Aeolus will slap Dunnan on the in between the shoulder blades and go, I'm gonna run. And Aeolus starts to run away.
So that way you're not in another breath weapon and take concentration.
Yeah. As Aeolus moves out to here, he's just gonna keep an eye out, trying to see if there's anything controlling the creature that they don't spot.
Make a perception check for me. After that, is your turn done?
Yes.
All right. That'll bring us to Dunnan with Hellerast on deck.
Yeah. I am speeding over there.
Sure. What's your movement right now?
80.
80 before you take a dash?
Yeah, and then I will Since I
Use the
wanna-
hasted action to dash.
Yeah.
Yep. Jesus.
And so I
You can
just
get
use,
into flanking if you have 80,
Yeah.
another 80 feet, right?
yeah, but then I can't attack.
Uh,
Yeah, you can. Your hasted action is a full movement.
Oh,
It's
okay.
another
Yeah.
dash, so you can take another 80 feet. Right?
Well,
yeah,
Yeah.
because your movement's 80, and then a bonus action 80, and then you still have all your actions, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You still have action and bonus action remaining.
then I'll attack, go ham.
Certainly.
So with advantage.
27 will hit. Would you like to put anything extra in there?
No.
And we know it's immune to radiant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got other stuff I can.
He has
do.
other smites.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
has
All of which
some
are
of the more
actually good.
terrifying
All
smites.
of the smites are really good.
Well,
Like they got a huge upgrade. Like for the cost of it now being the bonus, it's well worth the exchange. 19. You are currently exhausted. So 19 misses.
okay.
You only have the 2 attacks though, because you use the one from haste as
Oh.
opposed to a weapon attack to dash to close the rest of the distance.
Okay, then I will smite on the first strike. Because
Okay.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Gotcha,
I've
yeah.
waited for a crit, so
Oh, good. Thunderous smite. Love
yeah. So it's 46 then.
Alright.
It's level 3.
All right. So 15 more on top of that first attack, right? So you
Yes.
had base 11, 26. That is some good damage from a single instance. Okay. And a
Now I
strength
hold my
saving
ground.
throw.
Yeah.
That is a 20 total.
60s.
All right. And then you're holding your ground there.
Yes.
To enter. It's going to
Turn around and rend you. Legendary action. 33.
Wait. I got my reaction back.
You did.
So
Use the legendary action, so you gain 10 hit points.
yeah, and I can I can disadvantage on
You
the
did-
attack.
Disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay. I will reroll. 31.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close.
Yep. It is 32 points of damage, slashing, and 15 radiant. Alright, it's 17 and 15. 32 total.
Not even 26 AC is enough, man. Sorry, how much?
32 total. You have heavy armor master, though, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so reduce that 17 by your proficiency bonus.
Yeah. 18.
Yeah, so 17 reduced by 4, I believe, right? So it's 13.
Yeah, but I had 10
Oh,
10.
and gotcha, 28 plus, but then the temp. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. That'll then bring us to Heli with Tang on deck.
Heli's so confused. I'm just fucking losing my mind today.
I'm
So
sorry.
it's
We just
there.
went through an entire initiative. I said we were going to take a break. I'm sorry. Do you want to take the break now, Heli, or would you rather wait?
No, we'll go. What does
Alright.
Tang want to do? Because if I take mine, Tang will take theirs or not.
I know what I want to do.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
We'll
not.
we'll
gonna
take a
know
break
what I'm
after
gonna do
Tang.
after a break.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. Blight.
Blight.
Gonna move up close enough to get into blight range.
Certainly, that's a 30-foot range.
Yep. For some reason I can't move my token though. I think it's
because-
under that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's under the rock.
Yeah. You have 35
Okay,
feet
so
of
let's
movement, is right?
I have 45. So
That gets you there.
that gets me there. Hit it with Blight, see what happens.
Measuring a
Give it a
code.
good go. Why not?
It is within blight range. It fails with a 10. Give me a blight damage roll.
Okay. And that is 8d8.
Yeah, big damage. $33. All right. It does seem to resist necrotic damage due to its somewhat undead nature.
Undead nature, but it's a big hit, so.
Still a good hit, yeah. All right.
That's all.
That'll bring us to Tang with mid-session break on deck. reminding myself.
Tang brandishes her holy symbol and casts Dispel Magic on the creature thing at level 4. So any kinds of like buffs that are on it, with the reanimation spell ? She's trying to dispel whatever she can on it.
Okay. Make me a wisdom ability check.
Okay, I'm gonna lucky it, if that's okay.
Yeah, it is an ability check. You can do that, yeah. I'm gonna kick everyone and whisper for a moment.
Oh no. Oh no. Hi.
As you focus, hi, don't distract me. As you focus on this and try to tear apart whatever spell is holding this, you feel that there is a locus of control on this spell that is not present here. It is elsewhere. You have this brief, almost mind-bending moment of this infinitesimal perception of this 4D space from which this spell that is holding it together originates. And the extremely powerful entity that created this thing swats your spell aside like chaff before the scythe. Bring everyone else back up.
Yeah. Generally, I mean, the only thing we know about shamans is from Heli, but...
So, Tang, you have this realization. You are not successful in breaking the spell that animates this thing. It doesn't seem like it's an ongoing magical effect in the same way, other than what I have described to you. But because you rolled very well on it, you get this glimpse of insight into what is maintaining this monstrosity. And we'll bring it to Scythe after our break. All right. Getting back into things. I believe Tang still has movement and bonus. Before we move to Sive. Go ahead.
And then I got nothing for my bonus, but I do have my movement.
All right, you got it. Sive, around to you. Actually, before Sive goes, pardon me. Dragon's gonna take a legendary action. It's gonna try to rend Sive.
Yeah, cool.
Is the dragon sure?
Is the what?
Is the dragon sure they want to make a rend attack?
It's pretty sure.
Oh no.
Sive. Does a 26 hit you?
Yeah.
I would like you to take 33 points of damage, please.
Cool. It puts me at -10.
There are no negatives, so you are at 0. You are prone. Good thing you weren't flying. All right.
Thanks.
So, Sive, at the start of your turn, you make a death saving throw. So, on your sheet, there's death save. Should be in the center column where it says successes, failures, and then the word death saves. Click on death saves. As a 5, that is a failure, so you mark the first pip on failure.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Now, if you were in the air at that moment, you would have fallen. Anytime you take damage, it is an automatic failure.
Okay.
If a creature attacks you within 5 feet of you with a melee attack, and they hit you, first of all, any hit is automatically a critical hit. Any miss is a hit. And then critical hits are 2 failures. So if you get hit by the dragon, you die.
Fun.
Because 3 failures, you are dead.
Yeah.
And it has legendary actions.
Uh-huh.
That's your turn. Grottle.
Well, Grottle is just thinking about finishing the job. So they dash out, they run up, flank with Dannen, and attack.
Right. Right, camera 15 is not a hit. Oh, sorry. Yeah. 26 is, though.
Yeah, the 30 into 26 hit, I guess.
Right. How much damage is that? 16 points.
18 and 22.
Very good. Hits. That'll then bring us to Siegfried with Jaya on deck.
Okay, I am going to move. Movement, I think.
Sorry. End of Grottle's turn. My apologies. That's a legendary action. Sive, you fail a death saving throw from Booming Scales. Grottle and Dunnan both make me con saves. Dunnan, you fail, actually, because of exhaustion. Grottle fails. Grottle and Dunnan both take 27 points of damage.
Okay. I am going to use a meta magic to distance spell.
Okay.
Track of that.
So because it did not get a critical hit on you, Sive, you only took the one failed death saving throw because it was only a single instance of damage.
Okay, so that is
Nice.
one meta magic used.
But it hits the people that are attacking it. It makes more sense than killing you
That
outright.
makes the range of this spell 120 feet. I would like to cast Mass Cure Wounds. Could I get a template?
Can I see distance spell? Because I believe it needs a target. Doesn't it?
Let me double
Yes.
check.
Spell with a target.
Instant spell, I believe. Need you to make a roll.
It doesn't say target, it just says
Range of that spell.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh no. Are thinking of Spell Sniper.
I am thinking of spell sniper. You're right. Yep.
So yeah, I would like to drop a Mass Cure Wounds.
Sure. What's the range? The normal range you said is 60 feet for mass cure wounds.
Yeah. And this makes it 120 feet now. If I center it on side, how many people can I hit?
Center it on Sive. You get Heli, Jaya, Grottle, Sive, and Dunnan.
Cool.
Actually,
that's
yeah.
what I'll do.
Let me double check that. You need to measure from the corner, but I believe that is correct.
Okay. Yeah, I
30
always
foot.
I keep forgetting. I have it snapped to center.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 30 feet. There you go. Top right of Sive's corner.
Cool.
You get all of them.
Let me roll that healing then.
Yeah.
And then I think this makes my chalice healing go off too, so I'm gonna heal myself a little.
Yeah, I don't think you have any other targets for that besides yourself.
The level 5, here he comes.
29 to all of them.
And
Nice.
That's welcome
I
hit
love-
points to everyone. So
distance
Sive,
spell is my favorite meta magic. I love it
Yeah.
so much.
so Sive, you're still prone because you got knocked out and you're sort of fading in and out of consciousness at that moment. You're vaguely aware of what went on around you. You are now at 29 hit points, and your failures reset themselves. So unmark those pips.
Awesome.
Okay,
Thank
and
you.
here comes the chalice healing for myself. And that is so that was movement, action. Can't do anything with my bonus, so that is my turn.
All right.
Give my healing to myself. I'm kind of
it-
life cleric right now, kind of doing it.
It is going to use a legendary action to make a wing attack. I would like Sive, Grottle, and Dunnan to all make dexterity saving throws, please. Legendary action done, you get temp.
Yeah. What I wanted to ask. Dex
Absolutely.
save?
Dex save, yes.
Oh. Damn. Wrong one. Rolling hot on this, Dave.
I'm not
That
sure if
you are.
I'm not sure if Heli added the 29 to their oath.
I did.
Okay, cool. I just can't tell.
It is
Thank you.
shoving all of you back 10 feet, and it is gaining altitude. You all take 17 points of damage. Sive, you succeeded. My apologies. Sive, you take no damage. Dunnan and Grottle take damage. Ding. All right, it is 60 feet in the air. It just went straight up in the air. That brings us to Jaya.
Fireball. I've been waiting for this bitch to not be around anybody else for so long, just so I
Zero hesitation.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez, good roll.
We need to get a giant necklace of fireballs.
66555. That. All right. It's a deck save for it. It's good at those. Does
This is one of my lucky
succeed.
points to give it disadvantage.
No. Believe it's an attack
You need to
roll
leave it
against
open.
you, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Some
You're
of
not
my DMs
you're not
let
making an
me.
argument. You're just trying to bribe the DM into disadvantage on its creature.
I asked a question that is not bribing.
Okay. Coerce.
Alright.
Um,
I asked a question, not coercion. not even close to the definition of that
it
word.
succeeds on the saving throw.
I think we out. And then I'm just gonna move.
As the fireball explodes in its open maw, as it's looking down at you,
Mhm.
it seems to take no damage at all.
Noted.
Immune to fire. It is fiery. But now you know.
Mhm.
So now you've
So I'm gonna move down
learned that it
then.
is resistant to necrotic, immune to fire, and radiant so far.
I'm gonna move down and then have my hand come and give me some cover. That's it.
Not even gonna say the pun. Aren't you all proud of me? As we come around to the dragon. Recharge. Thank you, Sam.
It's much easier for me to type it than to try to say it.
All right. Sure, this is just funny as shit. It is going to angle its wings ever so slightly and crash down into this space. There. I would like Scythe and Grottle to make me dexterity saving throws. Both you roll out of the way. It is going to rend the three of you here. Rend. All right. Who are we starting with, Scythe or Helly? Who wants to go first?
Oh, Scythe.
Wonderful. All right, so the first attack is a crit to Scythe.
Oh no, I'm sorry. No, Helly, I'll take it. Can we change? Can we turn
Nope.
back?
No.
No, shit.
Scythe. Remember, Helly did this to you.
After you called her beautiful,
No.
43 points of damage from the crit.
Oh god.
Grottle is second. 28 to hit Grottle. That is 32 points to Grottle.
Damn.
And then Helly, that is a 31 to hit you.
Oh hell yeah.
That is 31 points to you also.
Oh boy. Okay.
31 to hit, 31 damage. That is its 3 rend attacks. I would like Dunnan's immune. I would like Tang, Helly, Grottle, and Jaya to all make wisdom saving throws against sapping presence.
Didn't Grottle also succeed against
Oh,
that?
Grottle did. Grottle did. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Grottle, you
You said
and
Tang has to?
Tang has to. Yeah, Tang's within range. As is Jaya.
Using a lucky to give myself advantage.
Sure, go for it. Okay. Heli. So Jaya, you are now immune to sapping presence. You succeeded. Heli and Tang, you both fail. Your speed is reduced by half, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls until the end of the dragon's next turn.
Okay.
And that brings us around to Aeolus. Wait,
Aeolus is going to run. Aeolus is going to head over here and will launch an attack.
You launch it. That you do.
And still trying to focus on seeing if there's anything within the area that may be controlling this creature.
Make another perception check. At this point, you feel pretty confident you don't see anything controlling this thing.
Okay.
You just hear this chuckle emanating from the space that this creature is occupying. It doesn't even look like it's moving its mouth as your attack goes wide.
All right. And then realizing that if I drop concentration, Dunnan is screwed.
Yes, he is.
Aeolus is going to cast Sanctuary on himself.
Nice. Okay.
And he just brings his shield out and takes a defensive posture for the first time. That's
Gosh. And Tang see him?
Literally.
This is the first time
from her.
It's not the first time Aeolus has done it. It's the first time Sam has done this. Tang,
Hey,
you've gotten
really
through it.
right now.
It's not miraculous.
Oh my god. Notably, Sanctuary does not protect you from breath weapon.
Yes.
That brings us to the legendary action. Rending Helarast.
Oh god.
Heli, 20 to hit you.
Yeah.
That is 26 points of damage. 19 and 7.
Oh, I'm at 0. That just killed me. I'm down.
Ellie has one of the armor master feats, right?
I believe she's wearing medium armor now.
Medium, yeah. Morning's still half plate. It's not the same.
Yeah, she swapped out her basic heavy armor for more powerful, but no longer valid for the feat. Medium armor.
Warte, ich muss aufpassen. Ich bin dran.
All right. That'll then bring us to Dunnan with Heli on deck.
Do you see that right?
Yes.
That
Stormcloud dissipates. You all know Heli just dropped, even if you can't see her.
do I see that Jive is down?
That Scythe is? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll run up. Bonus action. 5 hit points. Lay on a hand.
Dropping bodies.
On her.
Yeah, you got it.
And then I'll move and flank with Grotto. And attack with advantage.
All right. Where's your crits? Yeah. 22's a hit.
Second hit.
27's a hit. Nope.
Nope. No luck.
24 is a hit. Smite on the last.
Smite. Yes. Level 2, so it's 3d6. Right. Yeah. Nice
15.
damage.
Nice. Took some hearty damage that round from you. As the cacophonous sound of your smite, the hammer blows battering against the thing. Strength save. 17 exactly. Does not get knocked away from you.
No.
All right.
Not if I wanted to. So
It's looking
Got
rough.
it.
It's starting
That's
to
it.
look rough. Anything else done?
nope. End of my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, it is going to use booming scales. Scythe, I'm not going to ask you to roll the con save because it's half damage and you're still going to go to 0 off of it, but you're not going to fail death save. So, Grottle and Dunnan need to make con saves. Heli, you fail a death save. Scythe, you're back to 0. Dunnan, you take 12 points, but you gained temp because it used a legendary action. So I think you only take like 2, right? And then Grottle takes 24.
Yep. Got it.
Elrast, you have 1 failed death save. Roll me a death saving throw.
Okay.
Natural 20. Oh.
Aw. How bad would you feel if she got a natural 1 when you said that? Alright, you're 1 and 1. Tagging around to you.
Okay.
Tang is going to fly here and then use Mass Healing Word on Grottle, Scythe, Dunnan, Heli, and Jaya.
Can Tang move because she failed that? Sorry, Tang.
She has half of her
Oh, sorry.
movement. She gets half.
then
She
I-
loses half of her movement.
So I can go 5, 10, 15 to here instead.
Mass Healing Word's still
And then-
60-foot range, right?
Yep.
Just barely have Scythe inside of it.
Okay, great, cool. Then I am going to do Mass Healing Word at level 4.
Big spell. Counter spell. Oh,
Rolled poorly.
yeah. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
All right, so 20 points to everyone, including Jaya, right?
Yep. And myself is the 6th person.
I think I was just out of the range.
Jaya is just out of range also.
Okay. If I moved diagonally instead of straight over, would that work?
No, because you'd still be at the same number of columns over. Either way, so you can't get quite close enough to Jaya either way, and you either have to choose between
if I
Scythe
move
and
away from
Siegfried.
Scythe, yeah, I'd rather heal Scythe. Okay. Well,
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry
that's
about
okay.
that. Yeah.
So Dunnan, Heli, Grottle, Scythe, and yourself are the beneficiaries, and then
Okay.
you get your own healing bonus on top of that as well.
So that's my bonus action. And then as my actual action, I'm going to try... How far away am I from the monster?
40 feet.
35. Dang it! Her.
Did you need to be 30 feet away?
Yeah.
You could be one space further up. That's fine. That would not affect your spell in the slightest.
Okay.
That
Can I
works.
do that? So I'm
Yeah.
30 feet away?
Yeah, I moved you up. Yep.
Okay. I would attempt to turn undead.
Certainly. Focusing on this. Try to push this thing away. And you feel that same force from your dispel magic, making this thing not care in the slightest about being turned by you. I believe, can you put Destroy Undead in chat though? Which is your 5th level, I believe. Because I believe it
Seer Undead.
Seer Undead, pardon me. Yeah, right, they changed it. Roll me a number of d8s equal to Wisdom modifier. Because it is immune to the turned condition.
It's immune to the radiant damage.
Oh, it is radiant damage? My mistake.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought it was force damage.
No, it's
Okay.
radiant.
Okay. Then never mind. Seer Undead doesn't do anything other. It is immune to turn, though.
Okay.
For what you immediately surmise as the same reasons the Dispel magic did not function quite as you were hoping. Anything else, Tang?
Nope, that's all I got.
All right. Sive, around to you. Oh, sorry. End of Tang's turn. What am I doing? I have a legendary action. Tang, make me a strength saving throw.
Oh dear good lord. I'm gonna lucky this.
Certainly.
That did not help.
No. You feel the golden flame bindings coil around you, pinning your wings to your back, wrapping around your joints. You're restrained until the end of the dragon's turn.
Chang shrieks.
Now it's Sive's turn. See, I didn't knock Sive out again.
Thanks.
Just yo-yo Sive.
Cool. So Sive is prone, right? So I've got
Currently prone, correct?
half my speed
Yep.
if I get up and move, right?
Correct, yes.
Cool. So I'm gonna quick sprint 2, 3, 4 away. 1, 2, 3 to here.
All right. It has its reactions. It's going to use its reaction.
I thought so. Okay.
Going to try to rend you.
You can bonus action dash disengage because you're a rogue.
Yeah, if you want to spend your bonus action disengage, you can do that.
Yes. Can I do that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Nice. I did.
You're
that
learning the
before,
class. It's fine. Like that's
no,
the
I
point.
did that before sprinting. It's cool.
Yeah, I remember you saying that you were disengaging before sprinting. Everyone else remembers that, right?
Obviously.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
clearly.
Before sprinting. That's obviously what.
Yeah. All right, so movement and bonus is spent. Action to you.
Okay. Actually, I have So I guess at this point I'm gonna use 3 again for the phantasmal. Actually.
So you do know at this point the base level of Phantasmal Foes damage means nothing to it.
Yes. Yes, but it gets rid of reactions, which
correct.
is helpful.
So it's up to you. Yeah.
But I'm actually thinking I might test the supplanted will. I doubt this will work, but I'm kind of
Sure. Make me an Arcana check. At this point, the group of you have learned that this thing seems to be very clearly a variation of undead. And Sive has been around enough to sort of have some concept. You are aware that basic undead creatures are typically immune to being charmed. So if Supplanted Will is a charm, you would be aware that it's likely a bad choice against this.
Is supplanted will a charm? I actually don't
Does it
know
say
the...
Does it say it in Supplanted Will?
No, it just says it must make an intelligence saving throw. On a failed save, you choose the target's movement and action on the next turn.
Keep reading.
It actually automatically succeeds if it's immune to charms. Never mind, sorry.
There you go. Yep.
Okay, so never mind.
Undead aren't entirely uncommon, especially given your background, that you would at least have an understanding. They're not really things that you sort of try to beguile and charm with various effects.
Okay.
Like, you would know that for your history.
Cool. I guess I will. I don't think I can do enough damage with my standard attacks because they're just.
You have sneak attack on top of it all, also.
Yeah, but it's fire damage. I think my sneak attack is largely, but
Oh, it is because of your bandolier. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's not super.
That's true.
productive.
Yeah. Throw off the bandolier.
Sorry.
You could throw off the bandolier.
Sure. I guess, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna drop that on the floor briefly after taking out a dagger from
Okay.
it.
So you have
Backup.
you have a dagger ready to go. Toss the bandolier off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
It'll be an action to put that back on. In the future.
Yeah. Cool. So I'm gonna. I guess I'm gonna attack Star Metal Blaster and then, with it, extra attack with the dagger that I just pulled.
Sure.
Um,
So Star Metal first.
Star Metal.
That is a miss. Oof.
Yeah. Oof. All right. I'm assuming the extra attack doesn't even go then, right? If it misses, or
No. So the nick property, because of the dagger, lets you engage without spending your bonus action. So you can throw the dagger as your second attack.
oh, even if it missed.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I believe you just have to make the first attack. It doesn't have to hit.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I get sneak
Yeah, 28 reduced by 1 and 27 because of exhaustion does hit. So now you get sneak attack on top of it, and that gets added to the 9.
Yeah. Except not fire.
Yep, exactly. So 19 points reduced by the threshold. Takes a little bit of damage. The dagger, because you took off the bandolier, sticks into part of the bone, and as it sort of shifts and moves, the dagger falls to the ground there at the feet.
Cool. That's all I got for me, I think.
Yeah, I can do that before you're done. Certainly. And then Scythe. So if you open up your descriptions on those 2 attacks, inside the brackets for the links, put a period.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
If there's 0 characters in there, it doesn't actually interpret it as a replacement link. So just put a period inside of the 2 brackets, and it will replace. You can give it another test to make sure it comes through correctly. And we'll come around to Grottle.
Nice.
Is that on your muted?
Sorry.
Good.
Just attacking, I guess. Bringing it down.
Du solltest dann noch ein Lager.
Ooh.
There we go. We've been waiting for this.
Oh,
There's the crits.
Man.
All right.
All time.
21 firstly hits, so that is 19 with reduction. Now we have 20 to 32 with reduction. And 18, 21, 26 with reduction. That is
Like that.
2 really good hits in there. All right.
Perfect.
Brutal.
Does our
Grottle's
hammer have any,
pounding
like,
away this.
does our hammer have any of those things that work on crits, or?
No, but actually, this is the first time. The group of you learn the damage reduction does not apply to critical hits,
Oh, awesome.
so it takes an additional damage there as well. Yeah, it is. It's looking pretty rough at this point. Not doing great. Anything else for Grottle?
Nope. Standing their ground.
Yeah, it's turning and immediately trying to rend Grottle. Legendary action, 35 to hit them.
Yeah, well.
24 points of damage to Grottle.
Ouch.
Brings us to Siegfried with Jaya on deck.
Okay.
Tang, not Tang, pardon me. Scythe, if you want to throw those attacks back in, make sure you have that link set up correctly now. Go for it.
Thanks. Is Tang?
I'm testing it and talk to myself at the
Okay,
moment.
all good. Is it now showing for you correctly?
Yep. Thank you.
Awesome. Yep.
Tang is still too far. I can't do anything about the restrained. She's too far away. I am going to drop another Mass Cure Wounds and try to hit. If I center it here, I think I can get Jaya.
Out to corner. What is it, 30
Yeah.
foot?
Yeah.
Mass cure? Yes, you can.
If I move it to the left, can I also hit Grottle, or is it Jaya or Grottle?
Jaya, leave it Jaya or Grottle.
Sorry, Jaya, I'm gonna heal Grottle.
Totally fine. Totally fine.
I want to
Yeah.
get Heli out of this knockdown loop.
You might be able to... giving up on Jaya, you might be able to get Tang. You care to.
Sure. Yeah. If I have to, Grottle is
Yeah.
the priority. So,
you can get Tang in
Mhm.
addition then. I believe 60 feet, you can still measure to
Imagine
that point.
Tang has a
Bottom
bunch
left
of
of Heli.
Tang has a bunch of crits in her future.
Tang? What?
Restrained.
Wait, what are you
Oh.
casting?
What? Mass Cure Runes.
I'm full health.
Oh, she's full. Okay.
I'm full. Because I heal myself every time I heal everybody else.
Yeah.
No, never mind. She's fine.
Try to get Jaya if you can.
She can't.
I can't. It's
Never
Grottle or
mind then.
Jaya. We
Okay.
just thought it would be
So-
a nice bonus.
Grottle, Heli, and Dunnan.
Yep. Get 22, and I get Chalice healing for myself.
Alright. Grottle, Dunnan, and Heli all get 22.
Damn, that was a good
Nice.
chalice.
Oh, wow. Good healing for yourself.
Yeah.
Alright.
And that's my turn.
Eating through those 5th level spells, though.
Yep,
Alright.
I'm all out of those.
That'll bring us to Jaya with the dragon on deck.
Is it flying right now?
It is not. It's on the ground.
So I'm gonna go over and like scooch next to Dunnan and like bump him over so I can also get flanking.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me.
Just very much like Puka's in the back seat, like move, let me have this one.
She's touching me.
Exactly.
She's touching me. I'm not touching you. She's touching me.
Consent, please.
Thank you,
so...
Oh yeah, 23 hits and 28 hits. Go for it. All right, 13 and 15.
And then same thing, 4th level spell. So
2 more.
9.
All right. All right. It is. It's taking a beating. It's doing pretty well, all things considered, but it is rough. All right. Oh, and the hand, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. But can I have it do? I think I want to switch it up to grasping hand.
Grasping. Certainly. Just put it back in chat for me so I can. I can't scroll back through all my attacks.
Dave, God. Brag? Weird. So it's gonna. It needs a dex
huge.
saving throw.
Is huge. Okay. Dex saving throw or grappled condition. Right. That is a 19 on the dex save.
Damn it. Okay.
Oh, and then you can start crushing it. That's cool. Okay.
I was hoping to keep it in this place because it keeps. Like,
Oh
dragging
yeah.
me.
Yeah, it's about to move. Done your turn?
That's it.
I would like Dunnan, Jaya, Handy, Heli, and Grottle to all make dex saves.
Shia will get a +5.
Jaya and Handy get a +5.
Probably's got a death wish.
Jaya is fine. Jaya takes. Sorry, that's Handy. Pardon me. Jaya, do you have advantage? You luckied, you said?
But yeah, I luckied.
Alright, so you and Handy are fine.
I
Heli,
also have
Dunnan.
advantage because of haste.
Oh, you have advantage on dex. Yes, you do. Go ahead and roll again.
Better.
There you go. Okay. So Jaya, so Helarast, and I need a roll for Grottle, please. Oh, you did Grottle. There we go.
I did.
So Heli and Grottle fail. Terrible damage roll. 9, and you are both knocked back 10 feet. 9 points of damage to both of them. The dragon will then move up to half its speed.
Can I sentinel that?
Certainly. You can.
So the question is, do I have advantage now, or does Grottle get pushed back before?
Grottle's pushed back before.
Okay. That's just making clear.
All good. Yep. 22 still hits. It does not move, and it takes a little bit of damage.
Nope.
All right. We come around to its turn. Damn it. It is going to move. Don't forget you got temporary hit points there done, and it used a legendary action.
Yeah. Thanks.
To here.
Nice playing with you guys.
Well,
Been nice knowing you.
Pardon?
I thought it was Sentinel. That means it doesn't have it. It can't move this round, right?
Its speed is 0 for that turn.
Yeah.
For the turn.
Should have waited. Oh well.
Well, if you had waited, it would have moved there. Like it was it was gonna get away from you either way. There.
Okay.
Yeah, it had 2 opportunities to move and done only interrupted one.
Correct. And you could only interrupt one, yeah. And it needed exactly half its movement to get there. Tang! It is going to rend you.
Great. This is gonna be so much fun, guys.
Tang!
Crit.
Yes.
Joy.
Silvery barbs.
Clue.
Wonderful. Rolling. Okay. Not a crit. Actually, really low roll for it after the silver barbs. Changed it to a 19 to hit you, Tang.
That hits.
Okay. That is 27 points of damage. Second attack is a 30 to hit you.
That also hits.
35 points of damage.
Yep.
Third one is also a crit. That's why I said
Shit.
ooh.
Okay.
54 points of damage.
I'm down.
So Silver Barbs did just save you from having 2 automatic failures on death saving throws, though.
Yeah.
Jai, you need to duel that advantage to someone also.
Siegfried.
Siegfried, get the advantage. Sure.
Oh no, give it to Dunnan. Give it to Dunnan. Give it to Dunnan.
Done it? Okay.
Yeah, I already
Just
have
gonna
advantage
slap him on
on my
the.
attacks.
Oh, got you. Like,
Yeah.
slap him,
Oh,
slap
because
him
of
on the shoulder and be
the
like,
Great Oak. Yeah.
Yeah.
"Go get him."
Sorry, I butted in next to you. Alright, that brings
Yeah, I
us
guess
to
it's yours now.
Aeolus with Dunnan on deck.
Aeolus, seeing that Tang goes down, is just gonna sprint.
Bless falls also.
You don't need to. Kelly's got a thing for her.
Oh no. This is just purely out of rage,
Oh yeah, okay.
and he's gonna just throw another wide.
You're just not having good luck with that, man.
No.
I think it's the exact same roll he did last time too.
They got 11 last time, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the highest I've seen Sam roll with that so far. That was good damage too. That's unfortunate.
Womp womp. And then, not close enough, but Aeolus is going to... Oh, wait, that drops Sanctuary on me.
It does. You made an attack roll.
Well, Aeolus doesn't do this often. Oh, that's his turn.
Okay. End of your turn.
Oh, wait. Bonus action. I'll drop the Eldritch Cannon.
Okay, that's the 10 hit point one, right?
Yep.
Okay. Does it activate when it pops up also?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and get some temp for yourself. End of your turn, it is going to use a legendary action and rend the Owlin. Then you take 2 failed death saving throws. It's a hit, which is a crit.
This is gonna be great.
That brings us to Dunnan.
Well, seeing that Tang just got shredded,
Yeah, she
his
did.
Guardian Instinct rushes in and he sprints over and touches her for 20 hit points.
20.
Clear hands.
Ah.
And then he's gonna use that advantage and attack.
Yep. So the lay on hands was your bonus, so you have 3
Yeah.
attacks, no smiting.
And
13.
yeah, why not? I'm gonna make it vulnerable against that attack with divine. What's it called?
Okay.
Oh, get World's Experience.
World's experience, yeah.
Maybe they'll cancel out some of that resistance.
Sure. Well, you have 2 more attacks. Did you want to wait until you see better numbers than just your 11? That was a 3 on your D8.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Better.
Much better.
That's a hit. That's the winner. There
Yeah,
you go.
that's
That's 18 doubled to 36. All
I
right.
can do it twice if I want, because it doesn't require an action, I guess.
No, it requires your reaction.
Oh, okay.
So you can do it
Yeah.
once per round. Yeah. So,
Let's take the last attack.
yeah, absolutely. Because that was max damage, right? Yeah, much better.
Mm,
So 36 with the resistance. It is looking real bad. Real bad. Done and repaid some small part of healing debt to Tang.
Wait, can I? Sorry, it's so much already. Can
Yeah.
I use a goading attack as well?
Certainly.
Because when you hit the creature,
Yeah.
so
Spend 1 superior side. Sure. Yeah, give me a roll. And I
get
believe it
another-
takes
Yeah.
additional 3 doubled to 6. Nice.
and it must make
Disadvantage on attack rolls against everyone other than you. If it fails this wisdom.
yeah, correct.
That is a natural 20 for 27. But
Okay.
dealt an extra 6 damage for free.
That is it.
All right. End of your turn. It is going to use a second legendary action and try booming scales. I need you and Tang to make me Constitution saves. Dunnan, you succeed. Tang, you fail. It is 23 points of damage to you.
I go back
Tang.
down.
And would have killed you otherwise.
The question is, does she get the 5 temp from me because my turn was over?
At end of turn,
Yeah.
I would rule that, all of your effects happen at the end of your turn, then it does the legendary action. So does the 5 temp, is that enough to keep you up there, Tang?
Yeah, I have 3 hit points.
All right, there you go.
Yay!
Look at that. Good work done.
Oh man.
And then Dunnan, you take half damage. You take 11.
Yeah.
That was legendary action though, so it just wipes out your temp and deals 1 to you. And that
Correct.
brings us to Helleras.
Okay, Holly's panicking and crying, which you've never seen her do before, probably.
Yeah, that was actually ridiculous. Oh, hell.
Let's see here. Where is Tang now? Like, is she at 0 or 1 or 2 or what?
Would have.
I think she's at literally 2 hit points.
I'm
right
up.
now.
I have 3 hit points.
About 3 hit points.
3 hit points. Okay.
Dragon has a
Helly is
legendary action.
Helly is not feeling good about any of this and is going to. Let's see here. Helly's gonna run up to Tang. Ask for her apology, for her forgiveness for this. And she's gonna pick her up and she's gonna hit Dimension Door and get her far enough away that we can at least get her healed.
Okay.
Like, get her out of harm's way, but not so far that once I can get her healed enough to come back into it that we can't get back into the fight. So probably is this area over here up in the northwest kind of down in some cover? These trees and like around in here.
Hold on. I gotta zoom out. I don't know where you're pinging. All right, go again.
Northwest.
You draw an arrow to where you're talking about.
Okay, let's see. My computer is all fucky. Let's see.
Over that
Around
way?
in here. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so we're gonna Dimension Door that way.
About there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine.
Sure. You are off the hill, under the edge of the tree line, well and truly outside of the potential range of a breath weapon, at the very least, because of the angles of the hill. That if it was going to get anyone else, it's not going to get y'all.
Okay.
That was a really clever idea. I wasn't expecting.
And my can I hit her with as a feat my cure wounds, or was that
Dimension Door's an action, so you cannot. Yeah.
So
Cure wounds is also an action.
Is there any kind of bonus action I can do to get her above 3 health points?
If you have a potion, if you have a potion, you can administer it to her. Do you have any potions? Not her.
I do. I have
administer
3
one of these
standard
first.
healing potions. So
Give her one of them.
there you go.
Do you want me to hit click healing potion, or are you clicking it?
Yeah, I'm trying to hit it, and it's not.
There we go. 9 points.
There we go. 9.
All right.
So we're gonna sit here and recover for a turn and figure out what we're going on.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do.
On the healing potion thing as well, for context, the change to the 2024 is all potions don't have bonus actions, including administering it. The way that I've interpreted that is, if you have the potion, you know where it is on your person, so it's easy enough for you to grab it and administer as necessary. But to take someone else's potion, you're not always quite sure exactly where they keep them on their person, which is why it would be an action to use one of their potions.
Right. No, I have my own, so that's good.
Makes the most thematic sense, I think. All right, that brings us to legendary action. It is going to rend Dunnan. Dunnan, 32 to hit you.
Yes.
That is 34 points of damage total. You did gain temp because legendary action, so 24 to your actual hit points.
And does it the heavy armor master?
Oh, and heavy armor master, yep. So reduce it by another 4. So 20 total. That brings us to Tang. Dunnan. That shield's good.
Yeah, you like it, huh?
Yeah.
Dunnan is like the perfect build for this fight. Now that he's decent.
Now that he can get close to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Just those legendary actions just keep buffing him over and over again.
Yeah.
Tangen's using Preserve Life, so I have a total of 50 hit points to distribute.
Okay.
I'm giving myself 28 to bring me, or 20 29 to bring me up to half.
Okay. What's your
And
half?
I'm going to give my half is 82, or my full is 82, so my half is 41.
29. Gotcha. Okay.
So 29, and then the remaining 31 are going to go to Heli.
Perfect.
Fabulous, thank you.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to use a potion of superior healing on Heli.
Go for it. 29 for Heli.
And I'm going to tell her that they need you. Get back in there. And then I'm going to fly 2, 3, 4.
You were prone, so half your movements, Ian, getting up.
1, 2, 3. Fly, you fool!
The very slow, dramatic flaps. Alright, that brings us to Sive with Grottle on deck.
It's 2:00. Should we?
Yeah, oh, and that's top of the round.
Yeah.
You guys are most of the way through this fight. It's looking really rough. Do you want to push a little bit longer and try to finish the fight? Or do you want to pause at the end of initiative and you'll likely finish it sometime in the beginning of next session?
I
can stay.
keep playing. Yeah.
I can stay.
Does anyone have anything that they have to jump off of for right away?
Like 20 minutes I can stay.
20 minutes? Okay. Alright,
Speed
Sive,
round.
take us away, Sive.
All right, my turn's relatively short. I think I'm going to put 3 points in and onto a speeding darts as a bonus action, which is level 3. And I'm gonna shoot the Star Metal Blaster.
Yep.
Ooh, those are badass.
Star Metal Blaster, you have Sharpshooter, if I'm recalling correctly, so you're just at 120 foot range.
Yep.
Easily within range for you. 27 hits. Give me a sneak attack roll. It's not fire damage. So we have 11, 12, 19 plus 3d10.
Yes. Oof.
Yeah, that's about average. That's a little bit low. So it was 19, so 31 points of damage. There we go.
The rogue is roguing.
Yep. You have movement still remaining.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna fly 20 feet in the air for that. And that's it, I think.
All right. Brings us to Grottle with Siegfried on deck. It's out of legendary actions for the round.
Well, Grottle is trying to get over there. 35. Can get over here. I guess I'm not flanking currently, right?
Correct.
Well,
That was the bonus action dash.
it has to do a normal attack.
28 hits, 17 misses, 18 misses. So 1 hit, 19 points.
Doesn't Grottle have advantage when they're less than full health?
Oh, Grottle does, yeah.
Yeah.
Grottle doesn't need
Yeah.
it. So never mind. So we have 2 more hits. 11,
correct.
1, and 15.
Let's go, Grottle.
All right. Anything else? I believe that brings us to Siegfried with Jaya on deck. What'll be Siegfried? You muted.
Sorry, I'm muted. I'm actually gonna move here. Then I'm gonna make a Gouging Claw attack, or a Gouging Claw, Primal Savagery.
You can call that Gouging Claw if you want. That's fine.
That's
a good name.
Pathfinder. It's Pathfinder.
Okay, that's what that is.
Yeah.
Good name.
Yeah.
Go for it.
They're basically-
You have advantage.
they're
It's wisdom attack.
Oh,
20 hits.
Damn,
Or 19,
good damage.
19 barely hits, pardon me. 21 points after reduction.
And then I am going to use level 3 healing word on myself.
Noted. And then you get to dole out your
And then the chalice is going towards Grottle, so that was a shitty healing word, but good enough.
17 for yourself. Yeah,
17.
happened.
Not the worst.
That was
then-
okay healing word.
Yeah.
Don't
Grottle
compare
gets-
yourself to Tang's healing words. Let's be fair.
Grottle gets this much.
When Tang rolls healing word, she's rolling for 3s and 4s and nothing else. So,
There you go. That's my turn.
all right, brings us to Jaya with the dragon on deck, ready to get its legendary actions back. What'll be, Jaya?
So since I have 40 feet with Blade Song, I'm gonna scooch right up next to Dunnan.
Oh
Again,
god!
buddy.
Again.
Yep.
Say it.
Once again,
You
I'll
want
avoid
to be
him out of the
close to
way.
me.
Just hip check him.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just, right now,
You're getting
yes.
real, buddy. Oh, then you're better. There's a quick fix.
Cool.
Go ahead.
So flanking with Siegfried right now.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, Siegfried just hit with a melee attack. Absolutely.
Oop. Oh, there we go.
There we
Finally, finally,
go.
Goddamn crit.
You get one more attack with your base attack. Also, Bless is gone. So 19
Yeah, I
does
don't-
miss.
I
So
unchecked it. Why
underneath your
is it-
attacks, there's 2 blesses.
level
There's
first.
one in the
Yep,
saves,
got it.
and then one underneath the
Mhm.
attacks. Yep.
Yeah,
Does
I
Dunnan's aura give
unchecked the
bonuses
saves.
to hitting, or just
No, it
saves?
saves. Just saves.
No,
Okay.
that saves.
But 19 still hits, right? Didn't we just? I think
19
that
would
was-
hit, but you have a level of exhaustion,
Oh.
so it makes it an 18.
I'm going to wheel Jaya.
Reroll then. Make another attack, Jaya.
Reroll.
Oh no, wheel is +1, isn't it?
Yeah, plus
plus D6.
D6.
Oh,
But I
My
didn't
apologies. I misled.
dude, you can't tell me to reroll and give me a crit and then take it away.
That's okay, Shia. Press spend spell slots.
That's true. Yeah, fuck it. I'll Mace the Void. I haven't used a spell yet, so
That's fair. Okay. What level spell slot? Well,
I'm just gonna go with level 1.
level 1. Okay, so it's 1 extra attack at base.
Yep. That's all. That's all I needed.
At
Was
plus
that
1.
for that crit?
And then I need a D6 roll for. It's a hit either, no matter what you roll. So,
yeah,
you're good. All right, so the 18 becomes 19 again. All right, so we have 2 crits, both of which bypass its damage reduction. So we have 16, 13, 29, 29, 4, 33, and then 14 reduced by the 10 damage reduction is 37 points of damage. How do you want to do this?
Oh fuck yeah! I think just come over,
Hell
like
yeah.
booty bump Dunnan out of the way, just bring the mace down.
Slightly offended.
Just don't worry, big man. I got this. And just like bring the mace down like in the
Nice,
middle of the
seriously
pack.
offended
like-
by that.
Imagine she has a skateboard and she does like a kickflip off of Dunnan.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's disrespect.
One of those disrespectful foot launches, even though she can fly anyway, she doesn't actually need to
Yeah.
launch herself.
Just to show off.
Just like a little tap with the ball of her foot on his forehead. Absolutely.
So disrespectful.
2
Oh.
Oh, nice hit, Aeolus. 2 devastating hits into this thing. You see the energy that's sort of animating these bones start to ripple and lose containment all of a sudden. I need all 4 of the people around it, Grottle, Siegfried, Dunnan, and Jaya, to all make dexterity saving throws. As the energy is immediately released.
I am using a luck point.
I'm assuming Jaya is also using her last luck point, right?
Yeah.
5.
Because I believe you've used 3 of them already, right?
Yeah. Oh, wait, do I
Right.
get a +5 for being next to Denon?
You do.
Yes.
Even when you're being disrespectful to him.
Yeah. You can give it and take it away.
And then 1 for Grotto, please.
Oh yeah, sorry. Rolled shit for him all day. Yeah, it's not been better.
Okay. Siegfried is not within Dunnan's aura. Grotto. Okay. Sorry, it's a big explosion. I need to check hit points. As the energy of this creature is released, the bones scatter in every direction, hundreds of feet into the air in various arcs across the countryside surrounding you. The energy that was holding this thing, this radiant fire that is rippling and bubbling, has this cascading failure of containment as the spell that was being held somewhere else that Tang learned about is suddenly severed, and all of the energy rushes forth in this dam break. DC was 25. All of you failed that. Grottle is still conscious. Siegfried, Jaya, Dunnan, you all take 120 points of radiant damage.
Oh, shit.
Grottle takes half.
I'm also up.
So literally all of us are down.
Yeah. How bad would that have
Ellie
been
and
if
Tang
Tang
come
was
back.
next to it?
Don't worry.
No, what Helly did was like the smartest possible choice in that turn.
That
Oh,
would
it
have
was so
killed
smart.
Tang outright.
It would have brought Helly. It would have brought Helly down too.
I don't think it can
Helly's-
kill Helly outright, but
No, but Helly was really low health, like right within the
Low.
radius, I think.
yeah, but Helly has more than 120 base, so 120 can't kill her outright.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So 3 of you are down. Grottle
No,
is
I'm up.
heavily injured.
I think
And-
Dunnan is actually still up.
Yeah, that's 4 hit points.
Ellie has
You have
2
oh,
mass
wow.
cure wounds.
Your concentration ends, Dunnan, obviously.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, no way concentration surviving that. We're gonna
Well,
pick up
can roll a
there.
crit.
Yeah. It's not an auto success.
Nope.
Yeah, because it's a DC 60. We'll pick up there at the beginning of next session as 2 people are down from this inordinately large explosion. That was a 20d10 explosion.
Wow.
Shit.
All right.
Ellie
Good
has
session.
2 mass cure wounds that she